close the top too so it doesn't get the fumes throughout the house.
Can I add a little more chlorine before I leave? Also to clear the air and also for...
It doesn't clear the air,
For to stop the sting, please.
Okay,
we're ready now. Call it quits.
Thank you. Bye.
Get out of here. That was a summary. Now we want to review again what we have done. So this is video glasses, a phone tucked in a neck wallet, badge holding lanyard supported by an easel, recording an event such as cleaning the toilet using PiccyBot. So now everything is clean. We're ready to wrap up this operation. As I'm going to back away from this toilet, let it dry.
Close the top too so it doesn't get the fumes throughout the house.
Can add a little more chlorine before I leave. Also to clear the air and also for...
It doesn't clear the air,
For to stop the sting, please. Okay, we're ready.
Okay, sure. We're looking at a standard toilet bowl in a bathroom setting. The bowl itself has a slightly off-white, maybe a bit aged, colour, and it contains some water with a faint greenish hue at the bottom. We can tell the toilet seat is partially lifted up. The camera is positioned looking down at the toilet. On the floor, we can spot a dark-coloured pair of open-toed sandals with white lettering, perhaps the brand name, on the strap. There is also a grey bath mat with a dark pair of shorts or pants. As the video continues, the camera perspective shifts, revealing more of the bathroom scene. There's a shelf behind the toilet, cluttered with an assortment of cleaning supplies. Later, the toilet seat is closed, and the camera's viewpoint widens. We can now see a rug with a pattern similar to blueprints of R2-D2. Then we get a look at the rest of the bathroom, which includes a vanity and a sink area with all sorts of toiletries and bathroom supplies. The recording camera is now focused directly on the bathroom sink with a mirror hung above. When the video looks in the mirror, we can see a reflection of a person who is wearing a red jacket, glasses and a hat, filming this video. He points to the camera tucked into the lanyard he is wearing. The camera continues to show what can be found on the sink, such as toothpaste, water pick, etc.
So now I'm going to share it again, share video with ARush, and then send, then share again, share description with ARush, and then send. And now back to record another video. Close all apps, PiccyBot, and record another video, tucking the phone in my lanyard and taking the goggles, charging the goggles. This is the video goggles, putting them to charge and then taking out the micro SD card from the SD compartment and plugging it into the computer to strip the media out. So I insert it into micro SD adapter and then insert the adapter into the computer, and then I'm going to save Pixar, stop the recording of Pixar and save Pixar, increment it, take the previous version C and increment it to D. So the current version will be D, and I delete the C, and then I update the current time to 1:30 from 12:51. So I mark this 12:51 area. I mark the 12:51 area on the Pixar file name and upgrade it to 1:31, which is the current time. And then I'm going to snap the psr.txt path into the clipboard, copy to the clipboard memory, and then insert it at the beginning of the file name as a prefix. Control V to paste and backslash, and then review, and then copy it to the clipboard buffer before I save the file in the psr.txt, and then click to review the details. Scroll up to see that was 22 steps. Start a new recording and add a comment with the previous file name. Paste it right into the dialog box, highlight area and comment, and click OK. And then paste it into my notepad. I marked the 1251 area on the PSR file name and upgrade it to 131, which is the current time. And then I'm going to snap the psr.txt path into the clipboard, copy to the clipboard memory, and then insert it at the beginning of the file name as a prefix. Control V to paste and backslash, and then review.
Certainly, I will provide a description of the video for you. Let's observe the scene together. The video begins with a close-up of a workspace. The focus is on a cluttered desk centered around a computer and peripherals. A black keyboard fills the bottom half of the frame, with a collection of wires, cables, and electronics densely packed around it. Above the keyboard, a variety of technical components are clustered. There are black cylinders, some secured with white bands, and a collection of wiring, red rubber bands, and small metal details. A Belkin charger is visible in the upper part of the video. A computer monitor dominates the background, displaying a series of files or text. The screen is reflecting. At the beginning of the video, the screen reflects some light from other objects in the room. After some moments, a photo from the internet is visible on the screen. Then, the person moves their hands over the keyboard, using their fingers to manipulate keys and execute tasks. Finally, the video moves its focus to a small filming support that has been put on the right side of the desk. The overall impression is a functional, active workspace filled with electronic components. The scene is illuminated by overhead lighting, casting shadows across the various objects. The atmosphere suggests a focused, or perhaps even a creative environment.
Now I share it again. Share video first with ARush and send it, and then share description with ARush and then send it. And now I'm ready to record another video of wrapping up this operation. I'm going to tuck it into my lanyard so I can be hands-free and I can describe what I'm doing. I'm preparing a subfolder name to store some of the media, to strip it off of the media and store it on the computer and upload it to YouTube. So I'm going to start by making a subfolder name that includes the name of PiccyBot and backspace PiccyBot, and then delete all the way to toilet bowl. Poop. And that will be enough for a folder to store the media. Going to go down arrow, edit, copy to the clipboard buffer. I'm going to tuck it into my lanyard so I can be hands-free and I can describe what I'm doing. I'm preparing a subfolder name to store some of the media, to strip it off of the media and store it on the computer and upload it to YouTube. So I'm going to start by making a
Alright, let's describe what's happening in this video. We're looking at a small square camera attached to a flexible stand. The camera is pointed towards a computer monitor, and there's a black keyboard at the bottom of the frame. The person is talking about how they're going to attach it into their lanyard so they can be hands-free, and describe what he's doing. The monitor's on and displaying several windows, including what looks like a video editing program. The screen's displaying all sorts of content from videos to websites. It's pretty bright. We can see the word Dell on the bottom of the monitor. The person's setting up a subfolder on the computer. The surface where the keyboard and monitor are resting is quite cluttered. There are a bunch of wires, what looks like electronic components, and even some binder clips scattered around. Off to the side, there's a can of Spectracide Terminator, Bug Killer, which tells us a little bit about the environment. We can hear the keyboard being used.
Now I want to share this video. Scroll to the end, tap the share, tap the video share, ARush the Gmail and send, then tap share again, share description, tap the ARush Gmail and send again, and then go back to the basic and record another video. This one will be focused on the screen, specifically the black subfolder of the expansion drive G Video Galaxy Black phone. So that is the phone, the subfolder that we're dealing with now. And then I want to create another subfolder where I'm going to strip the media. So I'm going to go to iView and paste at the end the subfolder where I'm going to store the media using a Explorer, and open up the subfolder. Then I'm going to open another instance of File Explorer. Another instance of File Explorer. Navigate to the bottom of the screen to see whether I can see the micro SD card. Since I cannot see it, I'm going to go to the top and see. Maybe